All right, folks, here we go. First of all, yeah, sorry. Being in the flesh sometimes and being born of the Spirit is one of the most difficult things there is because when you're truly awake, you wake up on a planet that you don't belong to. Just like the night I got saved, as soon as I was alive in Christ, the moment I was alive, it was like being beamed down to the surface of the earth, and I did not belong to it. Um, So anyway, yeah, the last video, I think you got to see a little insight into what I deal with. Um, and no regrets, man, that's how I felt. Sometimes the people that are the naysayers and the trolls and the haters, you know, I can't stand watching them lead other people to the pit. It's disgusting. Um, so then at the end of the video, you got to see my heart. My heart is that even those that are disgusting, that they don't go into the pit. I don't want anyone to go, nobody. And I will endure their hatred that some of them might be saved. And there it is. So now let me show you the way this is going to pan out because I'm going to show you guys the way I'm going to deliver your information. See this definition of the truth, those that have been sent. Here comes the info dump, sperma seed. Jesus said it. It's not all yelling surprise ending. I number these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to start numbering videos. And then if you see me do a video like this one that I'm going to do that doesn't have a number, because there's not going to be a number in front of this video. This is going to be me interjecting a short little video just to say, here, let's apply our knowledge. So that's what this video is going to be. Let's apply our knowledge now. Okay, y'all remember the Jaguar commercials, right? I want to show you something. First of all, I want you to understand when you become a Christian, you get a change of consciousness. Consciousness. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And so you have a renewed mind, you're able to see, just like Jesus said. He told the Pharisees, hey, if you were blind, you would have no sin. But you say you see, therefore your guilt remains. I'm going to show you how to perceive in a way so much bigger than most of the little minds can even get themselves out of their little boxes of thinking. I'm going to help you perceive things on a much greater scale. If you'll just open your minds, if the spirit of all truth is in you, this should be easy to see. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you how it's a spirit that is doing everything, all of it. And either you have the spirit of Christ in you and you can see that you're in a world that you don't even belong to now. I mean, I'm in the world, but I've been born from above. This is not my world. I can show you it's a prison now, though. Before I got saved, I couldn't show you it was a prison. I didn't know it was a prison. Now I can prove to you it's a prison. I can prove to you your flesh is a prison. And I'm going to show you the outward manifestation of something that's going on right now. I'm going to very quickly go through these Jaguar commercials and then show you a new commercial and show you what a spirit is doing through humans. Have any of y'all seen the way that, people are like, oh, the Illuminati? They telegraphed 9/11 in The Simpsons. Well, y'all know there's an image of Bart holding up, money in front of, a brochure for New York. It says $9, and then it has the two twin towers, and it makes an image of 9/11. You know what? Let me just show it to you, just instead of talking about it. Just hang out with me. I'm not going to be in a hurry. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Google Images. Bart Simpson. Let's see. Simpson 9/11. Okay, so there you go. See, a lot of people look, at this episode of The Simpsons, and they're like, "Oh, the Illuminati is doing this." Wrong, wrong, incorrect. A, a satanic being is doing it through a host body. Of course, that was telegraphing 9/11. But it wasn't a bunch of guys sitting around in an office going, hey, man, you know what? Let's put $9 on the thing, and then the 11. It was Satan just doing it using a host body. Now, is it impossible that there was some discussion about it? No. But the reason it's on there is because Satan uses everyone who is not saved to telegraph his plans. I'm going to show you the same thing now. Okay? Now watch this. Get ready. This is going to blow your mind. We're going to start with the Jaguar commercial. I'm going to stop it and I'm going to show you everything about it. This is a surveillance state. The commercial represents a surveillance state. And the new boss represents the Antichrist. And they say it's time for a change. And what that they're saying is it's time for the human race to change over to the beast. Watch. Let me turn it up.
It's time for a change. A new plan needs a new boss.
Okay, so who is this guy right here? A new plan needs a new boss. Well, let me show you who this guy is. Okay, Tom Hiddleston, and he played Loki in the Avengers and the Thor movies. And so here's what they're really saying. The reason they use these actors is for a reason. Because Satan uses these guys as host bodies to convey his message. So a new plan requires a new boss. And who's the new boss? This guy. And he just happened to play Loki. Well, if you're saying, well, maybe, just keep watching.
New boss. It's time for something more surprising.
Did you hear him say it's time for something more surprising? Well, let me show you what comes up in just a minute in the commercial. Okay. OH. Okay. On the periodic table, O is oxygen, H is hydrogen. By the way, those things are also incorporated in nuclear explosions. There's O and there's H. OH. Alarmos, the element of surprise. It's kind of a joke. Satan's mocking you. Now, let me go back, just show you what we're... So it's time for something more surprising, more British.
More British. More Jaguar.
More Jaguar. Now, you also know that in Revelations, there's the reference to the Jaguar, with the coming of the Antichrist.
We've already created a beast.
Okay, he snaps his fingers. This guy gets up and says, we've already created a beast. Well, that's funny. That exact same guy right there played the beast. He turns from a human into a beast, superhuman, and he's in the X-Men movies. Okay, so right there. So now you know something's going on.
We've already created a beast.
Okay, then he says, now it's time for a whole new animal, because they're talking about unleashing the beast. It's time for a change. And the change is going to be this new thing they're creating, because they've already created a beast. So now it's time for a whole new animal. Now watch the Jaguar. It changes from white to red. Red represents blood.
Now it's time.
But, oh, wait a minute. Let me show you the OH. See the OH? There's an OH here, there's an OH here, one's right side up, one's upside down, and I showed you alarmos, the element of surprise. Let's keep going.
Now it's time for a new animal.
It's time for a new animal. Now watch, the one that was white is going to turn into one that's red. Now, you're going to see the Jaguar symbol. It'll be very hard to catch, but it rotates and it turns completely upside down as it goes on the hood of the new Jaguar.
With the same potent DNA.
The same potent DNA. Now look, as soon as he says using the same potent DNA, they're showing you what that DNA is. It's the all-seeing eye, which is Satan and his demons.
But even more ruthlessly efficient.
Even more ruthlessly efficient. And now it's changing the color, and see, it's been energized with this new energy. It's a whole new animal, more ruthlessly efficient, and it turns from white to red. Now watch.
Unleash the cat.
Okay, then he says, unleash the cats.
Unleash the cats.
Okay, there went that symbol. As soon as he says unleash the cats, because I told you the new race of beings, is upside down. It's Satan's race.
C.A.T.S.
There it is. Do you see it right there? See that? It did a 360 and it was upside down and it lands right on there. Watch. And it's energized.
Yes, sir, right away.
Unleash the cats. Now look, here's a map of like countries and then it's cats. Let me show you what cats are. UK Armed Forces Commentary, Combined Aerial Target Services, CATS, okay? So Combined Aerial Target Services, unleash the cats. Okay, now you see all the launch going on and he's holding up his arms and these represents nukes being launched and going through the tunnels that they're being launched from. Watch.
Go on, my pretty ones.
There you go.
Go on.
Because when the nukes are unleashed, let me tell you something, the human race is going to turn from man to beast. It's going to be the law of the jungle, kill or be killed. All resources are going to dry up. Food, water, medicine, everything. It's all going to dry up and people are going to kill each other to get what they need.
Go forth and rule the...
Go forth and rule the what? World. He says roads.
roads. Oh yes, it is good to be bad.
Okay, by the way, XE is something a short for a xenon, which is alien. Okay, now let me show you another Jaguar commercial. Here we go. And you know what? I'll show this one to you in 1 second. I want to bring up this other Jaguar commercial. Let me knock that one out. Let me bring up Master Plan 1. Just watch very quickly. It's the same thing, but I want to show you where the cars end up. There's the XE. Now look, it says the new generation, think of new race of beings. And look, it's right here in front of the Twin Tower London Bridge. Identical, but they're connected, just like the human race. Now let me show you something. Okay. I told you this whole planet's about you have your own evil twin inside of you. That is the new race of beings. Here's a place called Twin Liquors. I want you to look at the V's very closely. You see how one white V interlocks with a gold V and it makes the letter W with the X right in the middle? Yeah. Okay, well, look very closely at the way those V's are made. They're interlocking V's that make a W. Okay, let me show you the Twin Tower Bridge that the new generation is parked right in front of. Let me show you that. Okay, so the new generation is parked in front of the Tower Bridge right there. And here it is. And I'm going to show you the logo for the Tower Bridge. Is that the same thing? Are those two interlocking V's that make an X, or is that a W? It's the new race of beings. That's what it is. Tower Bridge. That's why it's done like that. See it? Those are two interlocking V's that make an X. I love you in Christ. I'm delivering information. I'm not here to take opinions on it. Okay, that's all. I'm going to be very cut and dry these days. I'm not here to take an opinion on what that means. The spirit inside of me that gave me this gift reveals what it means. Okay, so let's get back to this. Get ready. So now we've seen a master plan commercial. We've seen a master plan commercial where it's about unleash the cats, a new race of beings taking over, and everything in the commercial telegraphs the new boss. Let's look at the new boss is the devil. And we've already created a beast, but it's time for a whole new animal, more ruthlessly efficient, using the same DNA as the all-seeing eye. Okay, now I showed you that CATS combined aerial target service. Now let's look at another commercial that's coming out for the holidays. Do y'all remember Barack Obama said, "We will win the war on Christmas," and the Queen said it was the last Christmas? Isn't it odd we have this thing going on in U.S. politics where if Donald Trump does take office, Obama and Hillary will have nooses around their necks. So will John Podesta. So will James Comey. And so will all the other traitors and treasonous people that have sold out the people of this country. Do you think they're going to let Trump take the office? I don't think so. But let's watch this. Let's watch this commercial real quick. Remember, release the C.A.T.S, Combined Aerial Target Service. Obama said we'll win the war on Christmas. Let's just watch this commercial real quick. It's a spirit, remember. Release the C.A.T.S. Release the C.A.T.S. The button turned, and there go all the cats. Okay, so is this a spirit telegraphing what, might happen here this Christmas or maybe this Thanksgiving or maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow? Well, let me show you another British villains commercial, and I want to make sure you understand that in this commercial, the car is white, and his opponent is black, one to them who call black light dark and dark light. And then when his opponent comes down to capture him, he is turned 180 degrees around. That would be upside down. There you go. There's the 180. Now listen.
World domination starts with attention to detail. Take this tiny switch for example.
I'm going to back it up. World domination starts with attention to detail. Let's watch one more time. Turn your opponent 180 degrees the other direction.
World domination starts with attention to detail. Take this tiny switch, for example. It changes everything. World domination starts with attention to detail. Take this tiny switch, for example. It changes everything. Now brace yourselves. This happy breed of men.
Okay. So for anyone that thinks these are just commercials, okay. I'm going to start going through some folders later in the day. I'm going to do another video. I'm going to show you Rolling Stones. Has anybody seen My Baby? I'm going to show you that in this video right here, when Mick Jagger says, "Did she just give me a wave?" Right here, I'll turn the volume down. He says, "Did she just give me a wave?" Right when you see this old man right there, he bleats like a sheep, and then the video goes to an image of a half sheep, half devil with its tongue sticking out right there that Keith Richards is sitting on in New York. And we'll do this one later this afternoon. I'm going to start trying to do 2-3 videos a day. So if you don't, you should catch the one before you watch the next one. So there you go. I'll be doing this one at the end of the day. Get ready, folks. It's coming. I guarantee you it's coming. All right. Peace and grace.